Hey guys, what's up? This is Ghostface Reviews, back with another video review as always. And today we're going to be taking a look at a pretty rare horror item, and this is back from 1999. It's quite a retro piece, and this is the Horror Headliners XL Leatherface figure. Now, if you've been subscribed to me for a long time, you'll know that I've actually reviewed the Ghostface version of the Ghostface Horror Headliners, sorry. And I did that probably about 6 or 7 months ago. And ever since I bought that first one, I've wanted the rest of the line. Now they do this Leatherface, Jason, which I also picked up. That was, I think I got that the day after I got this one. And they do a Freddy and a Michael. Now I'm still on the lookout for the Freddy and Michael, so when I get those I'll be posting reviews, but I'm over halfway now of completing the figure line from the Horror Headliners horror set. So that's really good. And this one is actually based off of Leatherface's 1978 appearance in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And yeah, I really do love this piece. I'm super happy that I've managed to track one down. I've had a few subscribers requesting that I review one of these Leatherface ones, so I definitely picked it up to do that for you guys. I'm trying to think of who it was. I can't remember. I know one of them was Max Aesthetic, so there's a little shout out to him. But yeah, I'll be back in just a moment and I'll give you a 360 of the packaging. Alright guys, so starting off with the very front of the packaging. In the top left corner we've got an image of Leatherface himself from the movie. Then we've got obviously his name, Leatherface. Then moving our way across we have the Horror Headliners XL logo. And then underneath it says you'll know them when you see them. It actually says that on all of the Horror Headliners figure boxes. So it's not just an exclusive for this one. Then on the very top right hand side of the box we've got the ages 4 and up warning. Moving our way down we've actually got the Leatherface figure itself. And it's a super gory looking figure. He's got blood coming out of his mask, out of the eye sockets, and where all the stitching is on his mask. Also all over his apron and hands. And then he has a checkered floor style base with Leatherface engraved into it just down there. And then just on the right of him we have his chainsaw. It's a shame they didn't make the handle of the chainsaw yellow, but it still looks good nonetheless. And that's also quite heavily blood splattered. Now this is based off Leatherface's 1978 Texas Chainsaw Massacre appearance. So it's a very classic look for Leatherface. And it's a great piece if you're a fan of the original. Moving our way down on the further down the box, again we've just got the Horror Headliners XL logo, and then Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it just tells you that these figures are sequentially numbered. And basically they were limited. I know that the Ghostface one was limited to 15,000 units. Now I'm not too sure about this one. It will say on the back, which we'll just take a look at in a minute. And each figure is individually numbered, so you know which figure you've got. So yeah, I'll just show you guys the top and the sides of the box in just 1 second. Okay, so moving on to this side of the box, we have an image of Leatherface's mask just in the top left corner once again, but it's just a bigger version of the one that's on the front. And then just down here, it says, don't forget to collect all of the new Horror Headliners XL classic horror figures, sequentially numbered. So that's that side. The other side of the box just tells you that it includes a certificate of authenticity, just up there. And then here it says, Horror Headliners XL captures the true essence and personality of Leatherface and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Take your favourite horror character home. And then it says, 1999 Horror Headliners XL are bigger than ever. Collect them all. And then we have an image of Leatherface when he stood in the doorway to the room with the metal door that he slammed shut. And then Leatherface just there. Now what I love about these figures, just the writing alone, is that they're just super retro looking, and it just takes me back to seeing things like this in stores. Obviously not these, because these were American exclusives, but yeah, you guys in America were really lucky to have things like this in the 90s. Really lucky. So yeah, I'll just show you guys the back of the box in just 1 moment. Okay guys, so taking a look at the back of the box of the figure now. So at the top there it just says the 1999 collection. It's pretty crazy to think about from 99. Then just below that it says, don't forget to collect all of the new Horror Headliners XL horror figures. And then it just tells you the rest in the line of the horror collection, which is Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface. Now I actually have the Ghostface one, so I think that might have been a later one that they added to the line, and I know they added a Michael to it as well. But I'm on the only one I don't have from this one is Freddy. So I have the Jason, the Leatherface, the Ghostface, and yeah, I'm on the lookout for the others. And then here's the certificate of authenticity. Just says, this sculpture of Leatherface will never again be repeated in this form. The sculpture is 5,396 of 15,000. And then we have another image of Leatherface just there behind the text and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Then it tells you that this product was made in China and it was made for Equity Marketing Inc. Los Angeles. And then there's the headliners.com website. Now, I'm not actually even sure if that website is still valid or not, but if you're interested, check it out and see if it's up there. If it is, I'd be pretty surprised, but yeah. I don't think we've taken a look at the bottom of the box just yet, have we? So, feel free to pause that if you're interested in any of that stuff. Just tells you again about the trademarks of Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw, etc. And then the proof of purchase with Leatherface on the bottom. So I'll just give you one more look at the figure itself in just a moment, and then I'll chuck some music over this video for you guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. So I'll be back in just a moment with some more shots of Leatherface for you. But other than that, I want to say thank you for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next review, which will probably be the Jason Horror Headliners figure. Cheers, guys.
Is only one of a series to be handed down as special grand jury investigation. Grave robbing in Texas is this hour's top news story. An informant led officers of the Muerto County Sheriff's Department to a cemetery just outside the small rural Texas community of Newt early this morning. Officers there discovered what appeared to be a grisly work of art, the remains of a badly decomposed body wired to a large monument. A second body was found in a ditch near the perimeter of the cemetery. Subsequent investigation has revealed at least a dozen empty crypts, and it's feared more will turn up as the probe continues. Deputies report that in some instances, only parts of a corpse had been removed. The head, or in some cases, the extremities removed, the remainder of the corpse left intact. Evidence indicates the robberies have occurred over a period of time. Sheriff Jesus Maldonado refused to give details in the ghoulish case and said only that he did have strong evidence linking the crime to elements outside the state. Area residents have reportedly converged on the cemetery, fearing the remains of relatives have been removed. No suspects are in custody as the investigation at the scene continues.